I was sitting in my home office when the notification pinged. Family group chat. Jessica's message appeared with 3 celebration emojis. Finally buying Mars Beach House at foreclosure auction. Bank listed it for $400,000, worth at least $2.8 million, getting it appraised next week. We can flip it or keep it as family vacation property. Dad's response came within 90 seconds. Wired you $200,000. Your mother and I are in. Mom. About time that place got put to good use. My brother, Trevor. Can I get in on this? Have $50,000 to invest. Jessica. Family only. Already have the down payment ready. Auction is Thursday. I stared at my phone. The beach house? The one I'd got in 2019? The one with the mortgage I'd been paying faithfully for 6 years? The one that had never been in foreclosure? I didn't respond to the chat. I opened my banking app instead. There was the mortgage account. Current balance, $0. I'd made the final payment 3 weeks ago. $1.2 million early payoff. The house was mine, free and clear. My phone buzzed. Private message from Jessica. Don't worry about the house. I know you're struggling. This way it stays in the family. You can even visit sometimes if you ask nicely. Struggling. That word again. The word they'd used for 6 years to describe my life. The word that let them sleep at night while dismissing every accomplishment I'd earned. For 6 years, my family had narrated my life as a tragedy. The beach house was my impulsive mistake. The mortgage was my anchor of debt. My career as a marine conservation consultant was my midlife crisis. What they didn't know, the consulting work paid $240,000 annually. The beach house was my office, my research station, and my home. The mortgage had been comfortable. The early payoff had been strategic. I sat at my desk and created a document. Not for them, for me. I titled it The Ghost Ledger. Years of Silence. 1 Regional Conservation Award, 2021. Family didn't mention it. Cost equals validation. Unrecoverable. Featured in a National Geographic article, 2022. Mom said, "That's nice," and changed the subject to Jessica's new car within 40 seconds. The auction now, beach house mine in 20 minutes, can already taste the margaritas on that deck. I was in a meeting with a client discussing a $180,000 coastal restoration project when my phone started ringing. Unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. Second call, same number. Third call, I excused myself and answered. Miss Marchin speaking? This is Robert Caldwell, Senior Vice President at Coastal Federal Bank. I apologize for the urgent call, but we have a situation. A woman named Jessica Chin just contacted our foreclosure department claiming to represent you in the purchase of a property at 847 Ocean Vista Drive. Your property. My property? Those words felt solid. That property isn't in foreclosure, I said calmly. Correct. You paid off the full mortgage balance 3 weeks ago. $1.2 million early settlement. One of our smoothest transactions this year. But Miss Jessica Chin is at the county courthouse right now with a cashier's check for $400,000, claiming she's buying it at auction. She's provided documentation showing she's your sister. She's my sister. She doesn't represent me. She doesn't have my permission, and I didn't authorize any sale. Silence on the line. Then, Miss Chin, I need to ask directly. Is your sister attempting to fraudulently purchase your property? The question hung in the air. This was the moment. The clean, clear line between family loyalty and legal reality. Yes, I said. That's exactly what she's attempting. I'm conferencing in our legal department. Please stay on the line. The investigation moved with the methodical precision of institutional machinery. Step 1, documentation review, 47 minutes. The bank pulled every record. Mortgage origination documents from 2019, all signed by me. Payment history, 72 consecutive months. Never late, never missed. Early payoff authorization, my signature, my account, my verification code. Current title, Mara Chin, sole owner, no liens. Jessica's claim, zero supporting documentation except a fake foreclosure notice she'd created using a template downloaded from a legal forms website. Step 2, fraud alert issued, 12 minutes. Coastal Federal contacted the county courthouse. Auction halted. Jessica's cashier's check frozen. All parties notified. No sale, no transfer. Investigation in progress. Step 3, family notification, 22 minutes. Robert Caldwell called Jessica directly. I asked him to put it on speaker. Miss Jessica Chin, this is Robert Caldwell from Coastal Federal Bank. The property at 847 Ocean Vista Drive is not in foreclosure. It is owned outright by Miss Mara Chin. Your attempt to purchase it constitutes attempted fraud. We are required by law to report this to local authorities. Her voice came through, shaking. But the listing, I saw the foreclosure listing online. There is no foreclosure listing. The property is not for sale. Did you create false documentation? Silence. Then, I need to call my lawyer. That would be advisable. You should also know that we've frozen the $400,000 cashier's check pending investigation. Your father's $200,000 contribution is included in that freeze. The call ended. The family chat exploded 30 seconds later. Jessica, Mara, did you tell the bank I'm trying to steal your house? Dad, what the hell is happening? Bank froze my $200,000. Trevor, wait, the house isn't in foreclosure. Mom, Mara, call Jessica right now and fix this. Jessica, the house was abandoned. You never even go there. I took a screenshot, saved it to a folder labeled Evidence. Then I typed one response. I live there. It's my home office. I paid off the $1.2 million mortgage 3 weeks ago. The house is mine, free and clear. Jessica attempted to fraudulently purchase my property. The bank is investigating. I did not authorize any of this. I left the group chat. My phone rang immediately. That I didn't answer. I let it ring. 6 calls in a row. I turned off my phone. Step 4, criminal investigation initiated. 2 weeks. The County Fraud Division took the case. Detective Sarah Martinez reviewed the evidence. Jessica's fake foreclosure notice, her cashier's check, Dad's wire transfer, the group chat messages. This is pretty clear-cut, Detective Martinez told me over the phone. She created false documentation to purchase property she knew she didn't own. Your father's involvement complicates things. He provided material financial support for the fraud. Technically, he's an accessory. Will there be charges? The DA is reviewing. At minimum, your sister will face charges for attempted real estate fraud and forgery. Your father might face charges as an accessory if we can prove he knew the property wasn't actually in foreclosure. The group chat shows he wired money within 90 seconds of her announcement. I said, no due diligence, no verification, just immediate financial support. That helps our case. Step 5, evidence collection. 3 weeks. The bank's forensic team secured Jessica's browser history with a warrant. The searches told the entire story. How to buy foreclosed property at auction. Can family members purchase foreclosed homes? Foreclosure notice template download. What if property owner contests foreclosure sale? Penalty for fraudulent property purchase. California. The last search, dated 2 days before the auction attempt. Can you go to jail for fake foreclosure documents? He knew. She researched. She proceeded anyway. Step 6, asset recovery. 4 weeks. The frozen $400,000 became a legal knot. Jessica's $200,000 from savings and a home equity loan, Dad's $200,000 from their retirement. Trevor's attempted $50,000 never cleared. Jessica hired an attorney. Her defense? She genuinely believed the property was abandoned and in foreclosure. She'd seen a listing online. She was helping the family. The prosecutor's response was surgical. Present the listing. She couldn't because it never existed. Step 7, formal charges filed. 5 weeks. Jessica Chin was charged with attempted real estate fraud, forgery, and filing false documents. Dad was charged as an accessory to fraud. The family group chat, the one I'd left, erupted, according to Trevor, who called me crying. "Mom, this is ridiculous. Jessica made a mistake. Jessica, Mara is destroying our family over a house. Dad, facing criminal charges because my daughter is vindictive. Trevor, maybe we should have asked if the house was actually in foreclosure." Trevor forwarded me the screenshots. "They're saying you're the villain," he said quietly. "But Mara, you bought a $2.8 million house and paid it off early. You've been successful this whole time, and we treated you like you were failing." "Yes," I said simply. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." "I believe you want to do better," I said carefully. "Whether you actually do remains to be seen." Step 8, plea negotiations. 8 weeks. Jessica's attorney negotiated. Guilty plea to attempted fraud. 5 years probation, $50,000 fine, restitution to cover legal fees, permanent record, no jail time. Dad's charges were dropped in exchange for his testimony and cooperation. He had to acknowledge in court documents that he provided $200,000 without verifying the property's status. His money was returned, minus legal fees. He lost $47,000. Step 9, professional consequences. 12 weeks. Jessica worked as a bank teller, past tense. Her employer terminated her the day charges were filed. A bank employee convicted of fraud is unemployable in financial services. She'd been taking real estate courses online. Her conviction made licensing impossible. No state grants real estate licenses to individuals convicted of real estate fraud. Step 10, social fallout ongoing. The court case became public record. Local news picked it up. Woman attempts to fraudulently purchase sister's $2.8 million beach house. Dad had bragged about the family investment opportunity before the fraud was exposed. He told his golf club buddies they were buying a foreclosed property for $400,000 worth $2.8 million. Now everyone knew he tried to profit from his daughter's supposed foreclosure. The invitation stopped. The golf partners found other foursomes. Mom sent me one text. "You could have handled this privately." I blocked her number. The ghost ledger taught me something about revenge. Revenge isn't rage, it's patience sharpened into strategy. It's allowing people to reveal themselves completely before you reveal what you know. Jessica didn't just try to buy my house. She tried to profit from what she believed was my failure. She celebrated it. She invited the family to celebrate with her. She turned my supposed foreclosure into a family investment opportunity, and Dad wired $200,000 within 90 seconds, not to help me, but to help Jessica profit from my assumed downfall. The speed of that wire transfer told me everything. No phone call to check on me, no question about whether I needed help, just immediate financial participation in what they believed was my ruin. That's what the ghost ledger documented. Not just the achievements they ignored, but the pattern underneath. They needed me to fail so their ordinary lives could feel like success by comparison.